It's Monday morning. It's the weekend. I don't know what the fuck Mace talking about. Mace called him Balenciaga Ben. He's a model. He's stealing money from the NBA. I don't know why the team still want him. This was not Mace's point of view for the last 2 years on Ben Simmons. We was talking about how he was just robbing niggas. He come to the game in all type of designer. He's messing with one of the Jenner sisters. And we felt that he'd been robbing the NBA for a while. Now, I think Stat just told me he'd been in the NBA 10 seasons. I don't know if it's 10 or 11 where you get your pension, but I believe he retired because he figured that he played long enough to get a pension at least. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't have retired just yet.
Ben's money way past pension money. Ben's money, the money Ben has made, Ben was like the first pick. Ben made way past pension money. Ben ain't even gonna touch his pension, and he still got plenty of money.
No,
you see what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
My thing is this. In life, you run towards something, or you're running from something. Now he's still able to play, and he's leaving the league. Mace, you just talked about it. That maybe he's got something else to run to. That's one thing, and I hope he does, because I'm telling you, if this is just something he's running from, that's a hard place.
But what if he figured out he wants to model? He's always been looking in that direction, it seemed like. What if he want to be the first person that's like a 6'10" model?
Mace, I don't know where you at today. You've been dissing Ben Simmons for 2 years.
You've been dissing Ben Simmons.
I ran into Ben Simmons. We almost got into it. Me and Ben Simmons almost had an altercation. He ain't like the way I was talking about him. But listen, man, I got a job to do. And I'm not going to say and act like we ain't see you been stealing money. But like Mike said about him playing, think about this. Like Mike said, they were saying that if he got a jump shot, he would be the next LeBron. You got to realize when he was in Philadelphia, he's a 3-time All-Star.
I am Savvy Mike in this. I am Savvy Mike TV. And I have one question that I'm glad Cameron brought up, because I was seeing articles about this as well. Where the fuck is Ben Simmons? Like, what is he hiding from playing basketball? I've never seen a nigga hide from wanting to play NBA basketball. You know how many people dream of making it into the NBA just to dribble a ball on that damn court or get the chance to shoot a shot he never would? Millions, fucking millions. It's niggas in LA Fitness right now with that dream. And Ben Simmons just said, fuck it. Fuck that dream. I'm rich. I was already rich before I got in the NBA. I'm even richer now. Fuck this shit. Okay? I'm gonna go be Ben Simmons, because I never wanted to really play basketball in the first place. And I remember when Ben Simmons, he was drafted number fucking 1. He was drafted number 1. I think he was drafted after they drafted Joel Embiid. I don't know if that was the year after or 2 years after. At some point, they got Ben Simmons. He played for LSU. I remember his time there. Like, Ben Simmons was a LeBron-type prospect in a lot of ways. Like, that's where people were putting him. They were like, his ceiling is LeBron, right? He could be the next LeBron. He can pass. He's 6'7", however tall Ben Simmons is. He's big. He can handle. He can go to the hole. The only thing he couldn't do was fucking shoot the ball. That's it. And like I said, I remember the whole Ben Simmons, like, just anthology, basically. Remember when it was during the off season and niggas was on his ass for not shooting during the playoffs and being the reason that Joel Embiid can't make it to the fucking finals? It was one off season where he was literally posting clips on Instagram every chance he got of him playing basketball in the gym, and the only thing he was doing was shooting. Only thing he was doing was shooting from 3-point. He was shooting fadeaways. He was shooting everything. He was making them. So he was like, okay, he could do it if he wants to. Like, if he wants to really put his mind to it, he could shoot the ball. Next season came, proceeded to not shoot the ball. Proceeded to not do this at all. At all. And last thing before I get into Cameron basically violating Ben Simmons for trying to quietly retire. I was actually at that Hawks game where Ben Simmons choked. I was there. Like, I was in the building during that playoffs. I was there. I was at that Hawks game. And I remember telling my dad, because he was the one I was with. And we was watching the game, and we was watching it play out. And it was a close game throughout it. And I was telling him, if Ben Simmons don't, like, actually do something with the ball other than stand around, they're not, it's basically 4-on-5 out there. Like, I was live witnessing it. I was like, this is 4-on-5. They're playing 4-on-5 right now. Because Ben Simmons, he brings the ball down court. He passed it to whoever the shooting guard was at that time. I don't remember. I know Tobias Harris was probably on the team somewhere. But he passes it to whoever. He runs to the corner, and he sits there. He doesn't cut. He doesn't do a screen. He doesn't make a pick. He don't do shit. Roll to nothing. He just sits there. I'm like, they're playing 4-on-5 right now. This nigga don't want to do anything, and they're playoffs. Like, I'm watching playoff basketball live right now, and this nigga Ben Simmons just refused. And then when the time came, he choked. He choked at the free throw line. He even choked shooting a layup. That shit was crazy. I remember that game. That shit was wild. I was there. It was nasty work. I remember I saw Lamar Odom. He was on crack. I saw Lamar Odom that night. Cool guy. Anyway, we got Cameron talking about Ben Simmons retiring. Well, he didn't officially retire, but he waived, like, playing for the Knicks. So he's not playing again this year. He waived that. So he's off another year, and there's nothing wrong with him. So, and from what they explained in here too, he's like in his 10th year, so he could receive a pension if he wanted to. So maybe he's just like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to be on the bench. Give me my pension. Let me go live my fucking life. Let's listen.
Yeah, great
What's
football.
that, Cam?
Real quick, Mike, Stat, and Mace, before we even get to football, did y'all know that Ben Simmons retired?
Wow.
Did he really?
I thought he'd been retired. I thought he was just stealing niggas' money all these years. But he has officially retired from basketball, Mike. What do you think about that, Mike and Mason?
I did not know that. I did not hear that. And I guess he probably wanted to creep away as quietly as he could after how that thing played out. Can you imagine, though? Wow. I've never seen anything like that because Ben Simmons started out with all kind of promise.
Right.
And it was just that one little thing, man. It tells you how powerful the mind is.
Right.
How strong the mind is. So yeah, I praying for him. I know he's somewhere very rich, and he should be okay the rest of his life.
Yeah.
But wow, that's surprising.
Right. What you feel about it, Murder?
Oh, man. I wish him well.
Yeah.
That's all you got to say? That's it?
That's all I got to say.
Can't wait. Do y'all understand? Think about this. I'm a football player. Everything I am is wrapped up and wrapped around playing football. So I identify with it. It's what got me through life, all of my life, what gave me such a great life. Now, this dude, he's wandering around, who the hell am I? I mean, I thought I was a basketball player.
Right.
And I'll be honest, Michael Irvin. Sorry to cut you off. He is a fucking legend. Sorry to cut you off, Michael Irvin. But I'll be honest with you. Ben Simmons does not have the same love and passion for basketball that you have for football. He is probably one of them kids that got everything he wanted through life. Got everything handed to him, even his genetics. God had blessed him with great genetics, great genes that he could just go out there and be a basketball player. He didn't have to put in no effort. He could just go out there, be a good enough basketball player where he was the number 1 draft pick for a team. And he just, like, he's not having any identity issues right now, Michael Irvin. Ben Simmons is fine. He is A-okay. Honestly, he is probably more happy now than he's ever been in these past 10 years playing in the NBA. He's probably so relieved that he doesn't have to deal with criticism all the time. Why aren't you shooting the ball? Why are you on the bench? Why aren't you starting? What happened? Like, he ain't got to deal with none of that anymore. He ain't got none of that anymore. Mind's clear and free. Can take his millions and live a happy life. Oh, how must it feel to be the privileged?
And I couldn't even put the ball in the basket anymore.
Right.
And I couldn't even shake the idea that I couldn't put the ball in the basket anymore.
Right.
And yeah, he has some finances, But boy, I bet you he has some going through some issues,
No,
going
he's
through
fine.
some things.
He's
Yeah, I
fucking way
think
too
he
much.
probably,
He's
I think
fucking
he
way too
probably
many
figured
bitches to
out that
care.
basketball,
you
not
right.
just basketball, wasn't for him.
Ben
He
Simmons
probably
don't give two
figured
fucks.
something else out that he wanted to do with his life. Because I don't think you retire this early and not have something else to do. You know, as you playing basketball and the money you make from the sport, that when you leave this sport, you got to have something to live off of. So I wouldn't think there's a lot of people just sit on the bench and collect a check. So he could have done that at least for 3 to 4 more years. But I
He
think
did enough for that. He did enough of that.
Exactly, and that's where I was going, Mike. I was exactly
He
going
did
where you're
enough
going.
for that. Now,
because
we ain't feeling sorry for him one bit. He did
at all. And to be honest with you, I don't know if it's because if we coming off, it's Monday morning, it's the weekend. I don't know what the fuck Mace talking about. Mace called him Balenciaga Ben. He's a model. He's stealing money from the NBA. I don't know why the team still want him. This was not Mace's point of view for the last 2 years on Ben Simmons. We was talking about how he was just robbing niggas. He come to the game in all type of designer. He's messing with one of the Jenner sisters. And we felt that he'd been robbing the NBA for a while. Now, I think Stat just told me he's been in the NBA 10 seasons. I don't know if it's 10 or 11 where you get your pension, but I believe he retired because he figured that he played long enough to get a pension at least. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't have retired just yet.
Ben's money way past pension money. Ben's money, the money Ben has made, Ben was like the first pick. Ben made way past pension money. Ben ain't even gonna touch his pension, and he still got plenty of money.
No,
you see what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
My thing is this. In life, you run towards something, or you're running from something. Now he's still able to play, and he's leaving the league. Mace, you just talked about it. That maybe he's got something else to run to. That's one thing, and I hope he does, because I'm telling you, if this is just something he's running from, that's a hard place.
But what if he figured out he wants to model? He's always been looking in that direction, it seemed like. What if he want to be the first person that's like a 6'10" model?
Mace, I don't know where you at today. You've been dissing Ben Simmons for 2 years.
You've been dissing Ben Simmons.
I ran into Ben Simmons. We almost got into it. Me and Ben Simmons almost had an altercation. He ain't like the way I was talking about him. But listen, man, I got a job to do. And I'm not going to say and act like we ain't see you been stealing money. But like Mike said about him playing, think about this. Like Mike said, they were saying that if he got a jump shot, he would be the next LeBron. You got to realize when he was in Philadelphia, he's a 3-time All-Star. Him and Joel Embiid looked like they were promising to take Philadelphia.
Hands on the floor. Both hands on the floor.
Right,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Offense and defense.
Right, absolutely. He just couldn't shoot the ball. And one thing about it is them Philly fans is tough, man. And once them boys tough over there in Philly. And I believe not just him being discouraged, the fans discouraged him, and that took him somewhere else as well. Not only that, he did all type of games was being played to get traded. I remember he didn't want to play for Philly anymore, and he would start practicing with his cell phone in his sweatpants, and Doc Rivers had to kick him out of practice and all this shit to get traded. And then it didn't work out in Brooklyn, and we just seen a landslide ever since then. I think it's the right thing to do instead of stealing a person's roster spot and a couple of dollars that they could get.
Yeah. Well, I'm just hoping he has some peace with it. Whatever he's doing, I hope he has some peace with it. Now, also,
Michael Irvin says something very poignant. If you're not running towards something, then you're running from it. Man. Light bulb upside my head right now, or above it, not upside, but anyways. Pray for Ben Simmons. Apparently, being a millionaire brings mental issues because you can't shoot the fucking ball. Look, I find that hard to fucking believe that he has any mental illness at all. Ben Simmons can. Like if you believe Ben Simmons is mentally ill, it's a bridge in Brooklyn. I promise you, it's for sale. I'm selling it. For $1 million. You can buy it if you believe the bullshit that he's trying to feed you. At least Ben Simmons. Anyways, look, Ben Simmons haunted me in 2K. I'm not even gonna lie to you. his 2K, his player in 2K was shooting way more. Way more on Hall of Fame in my career. He was, and making it. I was like, this is the Ben Simmons from the practice videos. This ain't the actual Ben Simmons in real life. What the fuck 2K got going on? Telling you, bro, it was I was playing a game of my career. I think this was 2K22, 21, one of them 2Ks. and it was tied. And I was trying to win the game because my career trying to win the game, get the points, whatever. You know how 2K go. Bro, Ben Simmons made the buzzer beater. Like 3 to win the game, 3 to win the game, 2 to tie. He made the buzzer beater 3 to win the game. Like Stephen Curry. I was like, what the fuck, 2K? You cannot sell me that, yeah, that will happen in real life. Nobody can tell me that. No, Ronnie, Mike Wang, suck a dick if you think that Ben Simmons is making that in real life. I got like a bridge in fucking Brooklyn I want to sell you. Anyways, I am Savvy Mike in this. I am Savvy Mike TV. And I'm talking in-game, not at LA Fitness. Oh, yeah, he's making it at LA Fitness. No, I'm talking in the NBA game. He ain't even attempting to shoot it. Peace.